Peace and bliss, your girl goddess mystic, and welcome to the shadow work series. Zodiacs. We're going through the signs here. We're gonna start off with big Sagittarius energy. What's up? How we doing, Sagittarius? If you guys are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, welcome. If you are already subscribed to my channel, welcome back and thank you for your continued support. But you already know what to do, honey. Get into this Palo Santo. Waft it in, waft it in, waft it in. Get a little inhale. I'm going to waft it on me a little bit. Then I'm going to waft it on you a little bit. Okay, because let me tell you, shadow work is, we just need positive energy. It's like, it gets deep. It gets deep. And we gets deep in the trenches, alright? I don't know if you guys are familiar, but let me tell you, I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart. So when I go into the dark, I tend to stay there. So I hope you guys are prepared. It's like, now let me stop. This might actually just be light, but knowing me and the cards that I got here, let me tell y'all something. Working with a new deck, Sag. Y'all the first to get this reveal. All right, we're working with a new deck and it's perfect for the shadow work, honey, because let me tell you, I actually said, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use these for my shadow work reading. So yeah, what's up? So let me tell y'all something, Sag. Hope y'all ready for this. We got a lot of questions. Well, we got 5 questions we're gonna do. I don't know, I'm kind of 1 2 3 4 5. I'm gonna work with it and see you know, how we doing. But yeah, before we get into the message, honey, this is going to be very general. Make sure you take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As I always say, honey, if it don't fit, subscribers chime in. It ain't your shit. It ain't your shit. Let them know. Let them know. So yeah, I like telling my folks, my family, my peoples, honey, I'm only a messenger, so do not shoot me. Honey, you got a problem with anything that I take, anything that I say in this reading, you take that up with yourself. Okay, you can't even take it up with spirit, because spirit is just bringing a message for me to give to you. That's just on period. Now, we definitely gonna be, you know, going through shadow work. This could be something very triggering for you, regardless of what it is. Shadow work can be very triggering for some people, especially if you are someone who hasn't really done the work or like started doing the work, or if you are someone who's just very sensitive. It's always advised that while you do shadow work, that you do, it's like also do a lot of self-love work. And if it gets too dark for you, you know, please be careful, because this could be something that brings you, that could take you, I ain't trying to scare nobody, but it could like, it could bring you like into depressive moods just because how dark it gets. I'm going to try not to get as dark, but, you know, ain't no telling what kind of messages come out. You know what I'm saying? So brace yourself, buckle up. Being that we're going to be going through like 5 questions, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all a sandwich, some juice, tea. I said some juice. Popcorn, whatever it is, you know, get comfortable, all right? Get you a blanket, whatever you got to do. Get comfortable. I would definitely recommend you get a journal or something, you know, to write down some notes, because we about to get real. All right, now anyway, the other cards that we got out during this time. You know what's so crazy though? I feel like we're about to be picking up a lot of Chiron energy as well, that wounded healer energy, because that was one of the cards that popped out. I feel like this is going to be like as a collective. So yeah, this is actually the perfect time to do shadow work as well while we are in retrograde. So the first card we got here is mutable. And one of the signs, the messages that came out on this card here, of course, you know, we got Sagittarius. I'm going to do this because I know I got to get my my intro video. So we got mutable. Now the mutable, y'all already know Virgo, Gemini. Sagittarius and Pisces. So mutable qualities, you know, we are easygoing. But the energy that they emphasize on these cards is that we are easily influenced by outside influencers. outside forces, and you know, it's because of our good-natured personalities. So yeah, we could be very overcommitting, um over promising, overcompensating as mutable signs, because we are extremely adaptable. And you know, a lot of people don't really have, it's like a lot of people could find us to be confusing or misleading, because we're diverse. We're multifaceted, and a lot of people aren't able to understand that because they can't grasp like that one. It's like they try to put us in this one box, but it's like, no, like I'm more than one, baby. I'm multiple boxes, you know. And I just leave out of one and go into another one as I please. Like, you got to realize that. So yeah, then we got this planetary retrograde. So y'all already know. Y'all can have retrograde planets in your chart. As a matter of fact, make sure you check that out. Check out in where Sagittarius is in your chart. This could be Sun, Moon, Rising. I use Mars, Venus, and Mercury as well. But I always use Mars because Mars is like the energy of who you are. Mars is your drive. All right, so are we ready? Everybody, let's bow our heads and pray. Amen. All right, let's get to it. First question. Spirit, show me right now. And we got the Lilith like at the end. So this is about like your sexual drive. That's also been like shadow work as well. They call her a demon. But anyway, we gonna get into that. So y'all could definitely, your shadow could definitely feel like very conflicted. Or maybe it's like it's like your shadow could feel conflicted because you feel as if you can't fully express yourself how you want to be. It's because of how people have like certain expectations of how you are supposed to be or who you are supposed to be. And I feel like you hold in a lot of resentment for that. Oh, I can see somebody. It's like you hold in a lot of resentment for other people, but in reality, see, this is where shadow work gets like dark. It's like the reality that you hold, the resentment that you hold in for other people is actually the resentment that you hold in like towards yourself, because you decided to listen to these people instead of listening to yourself. Let's get into the messages, shall we? I just heard, y'all gonna hate me for this. I just heard like, yeah, y'all might hate me for this. It's all right though. It's all love. It's all love. I like to bring out the dark side of people. Shit, I like to bring out the dark side of myself. Spirit, show me what triggers do the shadow what triggers do my Sagittarius need to work on? What triggers do my Sagittarius need to work on? I know this is a new deck, so I'm excited to be using this. We got the Empress in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Six of Swords with the Knight of Wands at the end. God damn it. Like, we just had to pop off like that, huh? So, I don't know. I don't know if y'all have a child's mother. But regardless, with the Empress in reverse, this could be your mother. Somebody could not have had a great relationship with their mother. With the Empress coming out in reverse, this is giving toxic femininity. This is your triggers. So, y'all could definitely be triggered by, it's like you could have a very bad relationship with women, right? And the thing about this is you could have a horrible relationship with dominant women who feel like they are the domineering type of person. This is like also women. It's like, I want to say like ratchet women, like the women who it's like they don't really have self-respect, but in a sense it's like their self-respect is, I'm hearing that song by Glorilla, and I don't want to like put that in the box of being ratchet, but y'all don't like women who's like, I'm F, like that shit triggers y'all. I'm FREE, fuck, nigga free. Like, y'all. And see, the thing about this is, it's like you have this out view of how certain women are supposed to be. And this is just because of how you grew up, how you were raised to be, and how how you were conditioned to see women. Okay, this, I don't know if I'm talking to a woman or if I'm talking to a man. Yeah, it's like a certain, you don't like women who are free, liberating, and prideful. The thing about it is, though, it's like you feel like, ooh, God, like, why are we getting into the nitty gritties like that? You could feel like you could have a deep desire to control women. And so when a woman, like when you see a woman who is free, who is triggered, that's what it is. You don't like the dark side of the divine feminine. And see, the thing about a divine feminine, she can be dark and light and still be divine. It's like you don't like that dark side of her, though. You classify the whole dark side of the divine feminine, the woman who is also bitter, you define that as toxic. But see, it's only toxic to a certain extent. It's only toxic to a certain extent. You don't like women who get a lot of attention. You don't like the attention-seeking women. Huh. Let me get this Wheel of Fortune. Let me get this Wheel of Fortune. I could see you also not really liking people or women without a plan. We got the Wheel twice with the Apprentice of Vessels. Oh, okay. It's so crazy because the Wheel, if I'm not mistaken, is Jupiter, right? That's you, Sagittarius. That's your ruler. You don't like unexpected changes. That's something that triggers you. It's like you don't like that feeling of uncertainty. You like to know where you stand. Who am I talking to? Like, are you a Sagittarius? Are you a Sagittarius? Either you don't like uncertainty, or like that's like something that triggers you, or it's like you don't really feel as if, it's like you don't like the idea of destiny, of fate. Like you don't like the idea that there is something bigger outside of you that has control over your life or your fate. You don't like that idea. You could also be triggered by oh, I'm here like when them tables turn. Karma. We got the Wheel twice. Somebody could not like gambling as well. But the thing is, like, someone could be triggered by like, I just like, it's just like the divine, like having 1331. It's like you're not, this is about an outcome. It's like it's something about an outcome, like how it affects you. I feel like you just really like to be in control. I don't know. Like, I keep having to ask, like, are you a Sagittarius? Am I really talking to a Sagittarius here? All right. I feel like someone likes to be in control of their own life. You don't like the idea of someone else being in control of your life. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I get it, because, you know, Sagittarius are like spontaneous. You like to do, you know, it's like a freedom type of thing. And then we got this Six of Swords at the end, something that triggers you. Past. Seven of Coins. The Six of Swords. I just feel like, something that happened in your past. something that happened in your past that you are being guided to face triggers you probably the most. And I say the most because look at this at the end of the deck. It's like this is, I say the most because it got a lot of emotions. So much emotions that your life, your finances is like taking a toll on this thing here. Yeah, I feel like you like to try to work away. It's like you try to work yourself out of feeling these feelings about something that happened in the past. Give me this Knight of Wands. And I feel like that's why this Knight of Wands came up, because the Knight of Wands is like, you know, you being very sporadic, spontaneous. It's like you're driven, but at the same time, you're not committed. And it's crazy because you don't like when people aren't committing to you, but also you don't commit yourself to other people. Four of Swords with the Champion of Coins here. Yeah. It's like you don't like people who are not committed, who are not disciplined. Because I feel like you could be someone who is disciplined, but it's also like, to a certain extent, you like to do what you like to do. And this Four of Swords here is like, why did that just like, I don't know, it's something about this eye and this Champion of Coins here. Like, what? It's something about a connection, right? Oh, so you avoid all these eyes. You avoid, oh, you be avoiding eye contact with certain people. Look at this person. Maybe it's like you don't like people to look you in your eyes. You maybe feel like people can see through you. You don't like people to look you in your eyes. Something that happened in the past. I don't know. It's like something that happened in the past that you feel like you've gotten over, but it's like you're still looking at it. It's like it's still available for you to see it. That's something that triggers you. And I feel like that's why you move so fast. You stay on the move. Because you don't want to get caught up. I'm about to say in the buffoonery, but it ain't even buffoonery. It's something that you're avoiding. What's Sagittarius' current relationship with their shadow self? Show me, spirit. Shadow. Sagittarius' current relationship with their shadow. We got the Queen of Cups. Ooh, the Four of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. Tower. Queen of Cups. So it's like you guys were building some type of emotional connection with your shadow, right? It was pretty strong with her sitting in this cup like this. This is past energy. You guys could have definitely, it's like build some type of emotional connection with your shadow. And it's like you were basically realizing, it's like you were realizing the emotions that your shadow had and how your shadow was affecting your emotions. And I feel like you were realizing how that was affecting you. The thing is, it's like your shadow could have been communicating to you as well, but I feel like some of the communications were coming in a bit fast, so you weren't able to pick up on everyone. Or maybe it's like certain emotions that you were experiencing weren't of yours, but were coming from your shadow, but you weren't picking up on it. It's something about you not seeing or not wanting to see how your shadow communicates to you. So it's like while you were developing like these emotional connections, there was still something about you and your shadow that you were not seeing. There was a connection that wasn't like, it wasn't bridged fully as you thought it was. Because next here we have this Four of Cups here. This is about you ignoring your shadow. The thing about it is you're ignoring your shadow because you're not really sure what is to come from your shadow. Maybe you're not sure of how to feel. Maybe you're not really sure. It's like I'm hearing spirit say like you're not sure how to awaken or how to reawaken your shadow, or maybe you don't want to know how to reawaken your shadow. You feel like your shadow has like this power, like a lot of power, um, a lot of emotions, a lot of energy. And I feel like you're afraid to awaken your shadow because you don't want to feel all of the grief that has to come with it. You don't want to feel that rage because you feel the pent up energy within you. But the thing about this is the more you ignore your shadow, the more energy is going to actually be pent up, and your shadow is actually going to come out and reveal him or herself when you least expect it. 2112 just popped up. Yeah, it was 2112. Now we got this Nine of Pentacles here. Independence. This is giving like you being the person who's in charge. Like you driving the boat, you making the decisions, you being the face of yourself without allowing your shadow any say so in certain situations, which could be very, frustrating for your shadow. We got the Champion of Swords here with the Crown of Coins. It's like you say something to your shadow, but at the end of the day, it's like you put on a different face. You put on something that is, yeah, it's like something that's different from what is being communicated between you two. Something that's different from what your shadow is telling you. So your shadow will tell you one thing, but then it's like you do the complete opposite thing, right? Or it's like you show up for something that's completely the opposite. You're not allowing yourself to truly surrender to who your shadow is. I could see you being open to going like to the dark side, but the thing is it's I'm hearing shadow like it's only for show. So whoa, the thing is we got this Tower at the end, and this is like an outburst, outlash, like breaking free. The Tower card, shadow, like it's like things are definitely about to change suddenly. And that's the thing, it's like I said, like you it's like those unexpected changes that come up. That's something that triggers you. So with this Tower, this is actually something that's unexpected because it's like you lack a foundation with your relationship with your shadow. And because of that, it's like you have a false, it's like you have a false relationship with your shadow. You have a false sense of connection with your shadow, with what you thought you had. And because of that, everything is going to, I'm hearing like it's going to be a release. It's like something is going to shake, something is going to break, and you're just going to have to like realize what's going on. Yeah, we got this this Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords right here together. That's what, 13? Yeah, transformation. Literally, the Tower is number 13, y'all. The Tower is number 13. So the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords is like you while you're just allowing or focusing on you and using yourself as one source, because it's like I said, you were the only person driving the boat. So it's like all the swords are pointing at you, at your head. Like you're the source, you're the light. The thing about this is as soon as this light shines, you're going to be seeing your shadow and just how much you've been making decisions how much you've actually been influenced by your shadow. Because see, the thing about this is you could be thinking that you're driving the boat the entire time. You could be thinking that you are doing things the entire time, but the whole time you could be influenced by your shadow, because your shadow is just talking to you, telling you to do certain things. And sometimes these things could be to sabotage you, because you are not listening to your shadow self when it's asking you to do so. So this is like you lashing out to certain people to a certain extent because you're not feeling heard, or it's like, yeah, it's like an argument coming out or happening, but it's like something, whatever that happens, it definitely happens for the better. It happens for you to realize who is talking to you, realize when it's you versus your shadow. Because with the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Swords here, I could definitely see that you don't really realize when it's you versus your shadow actually in control. While the swords are pointing here at the light, it's literally, it's like the light is smaller than the darkness. The darkness is encapsulating everything, right? And so I feel like when your shadow is telling you to make certain decisions, you could feel like it's you. Versus when you are making certain decisions, it's like you blame all of the decisions on your shadow, when your shadow actually had nothing to do with it. You know, it's like your shadow could barely be found in certain situations, but it's like you still blame it on your shadow. So it's like there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance. All right. What messages do your shadow have for you, Sagittarius? What messages do your shadow have for you, Sagittarius? What messages do Sagittarius shadow have for them? 10 of Swords. God damn. We got the 4 of Swords in reverse. God damn. The 3 of Cups with the Death at the end. Now, this 10 of Swords is really giving something. And, you know, I just want you to know what's about to come through his channel, because I'm already getting the channel messages. So, yeah. Yep. Give me the 4 of Swords. God damn. Give me the 3 of Cups. Wild of Death. And we got Big Justice at the end of the deck. Sheesh. Alright. So we got this 10 of Swords with the Moon card and the Apprentice of Wands. This is giving big betrayal. You betrayed me. You actually betrayed yourself when you were listening to everybody else, not listening to me, not listening to you. It's like you abiding by everybody else's rules, and then you realize why you have all of these swords inside of you, because it was you. You were the person who initially put the first sword in your back, but now you're trying to blame someone else for betraying you, when in reality it was yourself. You couldn't see clearly when I was bringing messages to you. You couldn't see clearly when I was trying to speak through you. You were thinking that you were making the right decisions, but it was all delusion. You were in an illusion, confusion, thinking that you were listening to your intuition, when in reality it was the complete opposite. And so everything that you have been enduring has been of your own doing. And you're looking for someone to save you. You're looking up to see who you can place this blame on, who to give the blame to. And you're looking in every direction except for you. That's actually the news. And hopefully one day you'll see that truth. The four swords in reverse with the judgment and the magician. You ain't even healing. Like, you're not healing. You're thinking that you're healing, but you're not. Your mind is scattered, and so are your thoughts. And everything is reflecting in your manifestation. While you thinking you manifesting, is all deception, because they're not coming up as manifestations. They're coming up as manipulation. And that's why it's like a price that you have to pay for the things you do and say when it comes to your relationship with yourself. When you abandoned me, when you abandoned you, you abandoned us as a whole. And that's like who you ultimately have to answer to, you yourself. That's what's calling you. And it's going to continue to get louder and louder until you answer. That is why you are being placed in situations to where there are nothing but certain things that you are granted the access to work with, because you're needing to work with me. You have all the tools to work with me, but you don't know what to do. You're still confused. You don't know what to do because you're unstable. You are unstable mentally. And it's just because there were so many things sent to you mentally that you probably cannot even fathom to understand. It's something that you feel like was never meant to be. You're actually going through a war mentally. But it's time for you to realize exactly who you are meant to be. And you have the tools and everything to do what you need to connect closely to me and you. I want to build a friendship. I want it to be a better us. It's like I want a connection so deep that we celebrate things together. I want a balance between us. I want us to be completely intertwined together so that when you make a decision, it's not only you, but it's also me as well. This is how we will move on. This is how we actually get things going. 3303. This is where balance truly takes place. Reciprocation and giving. If there has to be a balance. Excuse me, 3311. But you have to create a better relationship with me, because we have so much to do. We have so much to accomplish, and we also have the ability to do so. But you have to allow me to have a say so as well. That's the only way we're going to be able to move forward, by including me as well. There has to be a us. It has to be us together. It has to be us together. Whatever is no longer abiding with you, I feel like it's just going to leave. Like, everything is leaving. That's no longer in alignment with who you are, with who we are, with who we are supposed to be. That's why you feel the pain. That's why you feel the hurt. And the reason why you feel so painful full, so hurt right now is because you're now realizing that it was you who betrayed yourself initially. That's the worst type of pain. Finding out and realizing that you were the main one who betrayed your own self through your own deception. That's the worst type of pain. It's no need to bottle it up. May as well let it out. It's no need to keep holding on to the feelings that you have been needing to release and let go and express. This is the perfect time to express yourself. It's no more time for holding things in, for biting your tongues for other people, for not expressing your emotions just to please other people or to make them feel safe or comfortable around you. You need to do what you need to do. You need to let me out. You need to allow me to guide you, and you need to allow me to speak through you during these times. I am what brings you balance. I am the reason that you are confused. You are so confused about the people that trigger you, the things that trigger you, because you don't allow me to come through and help balance you out. That's why you're so confused, because you are feeling my resentment within you. That's deep. That is so deep. Okay, with the neck roll. All right. Thank you. Questions. Questions to ask yourself about and journal on. Questions to ask yourself and journal on. This is basically questions to work with your shadow. You know what? No. Questions to ask yourself or journal on about your shadow. Shadow questions. There we go. Shadow work questions to ask and journal on. The Strength. 7 of Swords. Page of Swords. 8 of Wands. Strength. What are you afraid of? What is actually calling? What is there something, okay? And I don't even know how to phrase this question right now. There is something that is calling for your attention. What are you afraid of releasing, okay? This is like, what are you afraid of being seen? Like, how are you afraid to be seen? Okay, because this is really giving someone hiding their face, not really revealing who they truly are. And why are you afraid? Why are you afraid of being seen as such? What parts of yourself are you hiding away from others? And why do you feel like that is keeping you safe? What parts of yourself are you hiding from others that you freely judge others on? What parts of yourself are you resenting of others? Because you feel like you aren't. It's like it's parts of you that you don't feel ready to show yourself because you don't feel like you're good enough. Where are you feeling empty in yourself that you hide from the world, Sagittarius? What are the parts that you don't feel? What parts of you do you not feel confident in? What parts of you do you doubt? What areas in your life are you doubting? What parts of yourself do you just constantly walk around instead of going through? There are certain areas in your life, certain aspects of yourself that you just totally ignore. 38. You just walk around it. You sweep it under the rug. Why? Why do you sweep these things under the rug? These difficult emotions under the rug. These feelings of emptiness. There are certain it's like certain feelings of emptiness that you feel that you are so uncomfortable with, but you continue to ignore it. Why? This dark void that you've been feeling about yourself that you just have been ignoring, but you try to. It's like, why do you put on a smile when you are not feeling happy? Why do you try to show a different face that it's a lie? It's like, what are the lies that you constantly tell yourself and others just to keep them feeling okay, to keep others feeling comfortable, to keep you feeling comfortable and safe around others? I know that's affecting you. How is that affecting you? How much longer are you going to keep up these lies? What lies are you even telling yourself right now? Because there are lies that you're telling yourself. Seven of Swords. What lies are you telling yourself right now? Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Okay, because we got this Keeper of Vessels with the Two of Coins. There are a lot of lies that you're upholding, and it's like you're getting tired right now for keeping up with these lies. Why do you continue to hold on to lies that are tiring you out right now? Huh? Why do you continue robbing yourself of happiness? How are you robbing yourself of happiness? What lies do you continue to hold on to that are literally hurting you, that are tiring you out right now? They're blocking you. They are like limiting you from from opening up, from walking. They are making you old. What are the lies that you constantly tell yourself that it's like something that you are really trying your hardest to not let anyone know, to not let anyone see? What are these lies? What are these deceptions that you keep feeding into yourself? Huh? The Keeper of Vessels with the Two of Coins, some type of balance. What are you trying to keep afloat? What are you trying to keep afloat? Because I'm trying to tell you, why are you sacrificing your heart? Why are you sacrificing your happiness for lies? The more you lie, the heavier your heart becomes. How can you make your heart lighter? The more you lie, the heavier your heart becomes. How can you make your heart lighter? Why are you continuing building all of this weight upon your heart when your heart needs a break, Sagittarius? What are these lies that you're telling to make other people happy? Why do you choose to make other people happy and put their happiness before yours? Why do you feel the need to constantly juggle 4224? To constantly bend backwards to compensate other people, Sagittarius, who would not even be willing to do the same thing for you? Where are you lying to yourself when it comes to these things, and why are you lying to yourself when it comes to these things? Page of Swords. What do you need to study more? What do you need to learn more? Where does your attention need to be more? Ten of Coins with the Two of Wands. How is the relationship with your family affecting who you were as a child? How you truly see things, how you truly perceive things. This is really giving influence, how you were influenced by your parents. Why do you feel the need? Why do you feel the need to escape? The Two of Wands. That's really just what that's giving. That's for someone specific. Why do you feel the need to escape? Why do you feel the need to... I cannot get this Page of Wands. Why do you feel the need to hide yourself? That's why I can't get it. it's like you're hiding yourself, but you're also watching. Why do you feel the need to hide yourself when you know that you have a better decision to make? Yeah. Why do you feel the need to continue? It's like, why do you, I keep saying, why do you feel the need? Something about you feeling the need to do something. But it's like you're harboring, why are you harboring all of this information? You have a lot of information that you've been getting, that you've been receiving, a lot of insight. But are you going to do something with it? What are you going to do with the information that you know? Are you just going to continue holding on to it? Or are you actually going to apply it to your life? How can you apply what you already know to your life, to your blessings? How could you leave a better legacy for your family? Because someone could definitely be a generational curse breaker. Okay, so this is like, how could you build a better legacy for your family without influencing them or conditioning them in the way that you were as a child? How could you heal from that as a child and build a better legacy for your children, for your future generations to come? How has the family traditions that you've grown up with influenced you? And if they need to leave you, like, how are you going to move on from that? Because it's like something needs to be moved on from. Excuse me. We got this Eight of Wands here. Yeah. It's like moving forward. How could you move forward from what is no longer in alignment with you? Something about having boundaries, moving forward from the people that you probably had to cut out of your life, that you probably had to block out of your life. How can you move forward from that? How can you move forward from all of the blockages that were caused in your life and focus more so on yourself? Focus on building a happier life for yourself. The Keeper of Coins with the Nine of Coins. This is about being single, but also could be building relationships with other people. I heard through the grapevine. Yeah, that's all I know. I heard through the grapevine. All right, that's all I know for real. Tina Turner, though. Tina Turner. So, I said Tina Turner, but I was definitely, I'm picking up on, and I don't know if this was like a relationship or with a parent. This could definitely be a trigger warning. I'm picking up on like a form of abusive relationship, because as I was saying, like, you moving on from situations where you had to put up boundaries, block people out of your life. But this is like, how could you move on in a healthier manner to where you continue building on for yourself, where you continue building a better life for yourself without allowing what you experienced to pour over into where you're going, your current life. This is about you building a better life for yourself. Um, Literally, like webbing together something completely new, something that's tangible, that it's like, this is really like creating a better legacy, right? What I'm picking up on is like setting a new tradition. How could you set a new tradition, but it's like for your family in your own way, without allowing anyone else to have influence over how you do it? What type of new traditions are you trying to bring, like expand into your family? why are you trying to move on or even bring in these new traditions, right? And how could you do that? How? Also, it's like, what type of family are you trying to create? If you don't have one already, it's like, what type of family do you plan to have? What type of family do you plan to build? 4949, what type of influence do you plan to have over your family? What type of traditions are you intending to build with your family, right? How can you work more with your shadow? We got the Six of Wands, Nine of Swords. Your shadow wants to be celebrated, right? Your shadow wants to be celebrated. And I feel like your shadow definitely wants you to, it's like, excuse me, I didn't even, okay, yeah, so I didn't burp yet, but I said excuse me. But we got, with the shadow, we got the Six of Wands with the Eight of Coins in the Future card, right? But this is like acknowledgement, acknowledging your shadow in the future. I don't even know how that like makes sense, because that it just came to me when I said excuse me and I didn't even burp yet. But it's like preparing. It's like, oh, okay, thank you so much, Spirit. So it's like including your shadow and acknowledging your shadow. 5115 was what it was, but 5116 just decided to come out as well. Acknowledging the presence of your shadow. Your shadow is with you all the time. So this is about you acknowledging your shadow in the future as well, planning for your shadow to be there in the future. All right. Your shadow wants like recognition on the same level that you are giving yourself recognition. Like your shadow wants to be on a high horse. Okay. And so that's where you need to be placing your shadow. Really work on putting your shadow on a high horse right where you are, wherever you are, okay? Where you gain recognition, your shadow deserves the same type of recognition as well. Your shadow deserves to be placed in the rooms. It's like your shadow deserves to be making decisions with you. That's how your shadow wants you to work with them, being collaborative with them, allowing them to collaborate on the decisions that you make, allowing them to be recognized. Like, really, that's what they want. They want to be recognized in the future. They want to be recognized now, but it's like they want for you to plan things with them for the future. I'm saying they because I feel like I'm talking to multiple people here. All right, we got this Nine of Swords here. Nine of Swords is definitely about doing some type of mental health work. Mental health work. Work on your intuition. Work on, I'm hearing dream work. Work on your intuition, your dream work. Work on your emotions as well. Because it's like you're confused and you're not able to truly use discernment how you want to, because you aren't allowing, it's like you're not fully integrated with your shadow. So the more that you guys work with your shadow and learn about how you truly interact, how they interact with you, the more you'll be able to recognize where you're in, like where you are being intuitive versus, excuse me, versus being paranoid or confused, right? And I feel like this is about you journaling a lot. This could be about you going to therapy, just basically recognizing these patterns, these mental patterns that you're enduring, that you are experiencing, without pushing them to, I'm hearing taking your mental health serious if you definitely have mental health issues, without like pushing them to the side or putting them on the back burner, how they say, sweeping them under the rug. This is by you taking your mental health very serious and honoring that. All right, and then we got this Hierophant at the end. So the Hierophant is definitely about you either going to see some type of mentor, some type of leader. I'm hearing like an occult leader or something like that. But this is about you receiving some form of guidance. This could be from an elder. This could be from an ancestor. This could be from a guide, a spiritual guide, a spiritual advisor, especially with the revealer here in the Hierophant. But this is about you going to receive some type of guidance from someone that can help you, from someone that you trust. Because that's really who can help you with your shadow work. Yeah. This 3 of Wands with the Keeper of Wands here, this is giving like, I don't know, I feel like someone who is in this type of field, work field that could help you. But it's like you being nested. You know, this is someone who can reveal a lot of things to you about who you are and your shadow, how to work with your shadow more. And this is really just to create a safer space within yourself so that you can find more safety within yourself. And then lastly, we got this Hermit card right here. This is about you allowing yourself to truly go within yourself, okay? Go within yourself. Yes. You gotta definitely pay attention to where you are watering yourself. You need to start paying attention to the things that you ignore about yourself and realize how that is affecting yourself. You need to give attention to the things about yourself that you are ignoring. You need to give your attention to the areas in yourself that you are ignoring. And move forward from the things that are no longer in alignment with you. Move forward with the things that no longer bring you life, that bring you happiness. But it's like while you move forward, please allow yourself to do so with the decision of both you and your shadow, okay? There has to be a common interest, a common it's like an equal in agreements. And also, this is also about you really taking better care of yourself, giving yourself the attention that you've been needing, taking better care of your body, and allowing you definitely get more sunlight. But this is like allowing your. I was talking the whole time and didn't even know the video stopped recording because the memory ran out. Anyway, I was talking about you guys. I already done pulled the chakra cards, but I was talking about you giving yourself like the attention, like, you know, really doing a lot of body work, working out, taking care of your body, basically, yeah, taking care of your body and like beautifying yourself. Anyway, let's get to these chakra cards. So we got communication, throat chakra. We got physical health, root chakra, grounding, root chakra, the mind, third eye chakra. All right. So first of all, communication is self-expression, exchange, caring, and connection. So this is about you guys really being comfortable with expressing yourself. Because you remember I was saying like your truth, you know, that is really, you know, it's gonna set you free. You know, your truth definitely brings out freedom. Expressing your feelings regardless of how anybody else is going to feel, without really being concerned with how people feel about how you express yourself. You have to be okay with doing that because that's what's going to lighten up your heart. Okay. Now we got physical health, which is our I'm about to say crown chakra, which is our root chakra. This is vitality, strength, body image, and balance. Yes. So I feel like I was saying, that's what the Queen, the Keeper of Wands is definitely about. you taking care of your physical health. That's what's going to put you in a better mood. That's what's going to give you the energy that you have been seeking. And it's really going to boost your confidence as well and help you feel in your body. The more you take care of your body, the more you're going to feel inside of your body. And that's what's going to help you connect with your shadow as well. We got grounding, nature, presence, practicality, and stability. Yeah, you guys need to learn how to ground your energy more, because that could be why you feel so scattered. That could be why you feel as if you're like unsafe, you're unbalanced, and that could also be why you're not listening or not really assured on whether you're picking up the intuition downloads from like your higher self, from your shadow self, or from just you being in confusion, your paranoia, or anything like that. So this is about you being more practical with yourself, with your body, and not just staying in your head all the time. This is the mind, the third eye, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. This is about you being open to learning new things, learning to interact with yourself. But this is like open to learning new things on kind of like the occult level, learning new things on a spiritual level about yourself, being open to learning more about yourself, more about who you are, more about how you react to certain things, how you it's like how you see certain things and why you see certain things. This number was 38. The throat chakra is number 34, which is 7. 38 is 11. Physical health is 5. Grounding is 6. So yeah, I'm going to pull one Moonology card for y'all to get one final message, and then that's going to be it, because the last thing I need is the video to go out again, which I cleared up the space, but I just got to get right. Anyway, one final message for my Sagittarius on working with their shadow self. Spirit, show me one final message for my Sagittarius with them working on their shadow self. Focus on the positive. And it's like, look at that, new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. Don't get so discouraged on what you are learning about yourself, what you are feeling about yourself, what you are experiencing. Just learn to focus on the positive. I feel like because I'm talking to the Sagittarius, y'all are pretty good at that. So just for me, that's like continue being yourself, like your true self, focusing on the positive and not allowing anything to get you down, to get you discouraged. 444, yeah, because you guys are very protected. And then we got make time for self-love. Yes, that's really what I was trying to get out of take care of your body and yourself, but I couldn't get it out because I was so distracted, like, of how the video, like, trying to figure out what all I missed out. I didn't say. But yeah, make time for self-love, because that's what's going to help you get through your shadow work. It's what's going to help you accept yourself even more during and after, even before the shadow work. And you can do the self-love before you even do the shadow work. You always make time for self-love, and that's actually what is recommended for anyone doing shadow work. Do your self-love before you do shadow work, during your shadow work, after your shadow work, because you could really go, like, it's really deep. Like, you really do face some deep things about yourself, and sometimes that could trigger sadness, depression. And it's not like, it like mental health depression, but it's like it could put you in a depressed mood, and I'm not a therapist, so I ain't diagnosing nobody with nothing. I'm just giving my recommendations as a therapist, as a psychic, as an intuitive, as an energy healer, okay? Because, shadow work ain't for the weak, ain't for the faint of heart. But as you continue doing it, you definitely strengthen, like, you really strengthen yourself and your mental. your mental health as well. So yes, that's all I have for you guys, Sagittarius. I really hope that this message was able to resonate with you. Please let me know in the comments below how it did resonate with you. Let me know whether it did not resonate with you, if you was feeling the message, if you was not feeling the message at all. You know, I'm very open to feedback. I'm open to criticisms, but what I am not open to, honey, is attacks. And I'm trying to tell you, honey, I amplify the energy that is sent to me and return it to sender expeditiously. That was not intended to rhyme, but it's all right because I rhyme all the time. Now that one probably was, but anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I really hope that this message was able to help you, and I'm definitely hoping that it's able to assist you along your spiritual journey and help you connect closely with your shadow self. If you really didn't feel like this message resonated with you, but as you were listening, you were reminded of a conversation, perhaps, maybe, or maybe you just were reminded of someone that you felt like the message did resonate with, family, friend, co-worker, baby mama, baby daddy. If your baby mama real, she'll tell you that she love you. All right, anyway. But yeah, you make sure you share this message with them, because you know sharing is caring, and we do not block other people's blessings, because that is exactly how we block ours. So yes, I feel like I have said every announcement except for, if you are still watching this video, looking at this beautiful face, honey, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. And if you haven't already, make sure you like this video. Click that like button, thumbs up me, honey. If you don't like it, thumbs down me. Like, let me see. And make sure you comment below and let me know who am I talking to. So yes, that's all I have for you guys today. I'll either see you in the next video in the comments below, or on the next post. I don't know. So yes, hope y'all really enjoyed this video, and that's all I have for you. Peace.